I was gonna start with tell me what you want, what you really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I wanna.
You want to what?
I don't know.
What's
They
happening?
never say what they
I
want.
don't know. I know.
What's
no,
happening?
it's if you wanna be my lover, you gotta get with my friends.
Okay, so when
To
they
the
say
games,
that,
to
what do they
the
mean
games.
exactly? That you have to
If you
hang
want
out
to
with
be
them?
with me, you gotta get with my
I'm
friends.
gonna hang out with my buddies.
Yeah, you gotta hang out with your friends.
Okay,
I would
that
assume
better
so.
be what it means.
All right, so I'm gonna shake the bull.
It's like, what was she? Okay.
I don't know. We didn't even introduce ourselves.
Oh, this is the rule of three. This is the rule of three. My name is Bethany.
My name is Rebecca. You know who we are. Come on.
And
you
I'm
know?
Sarah.
Well, just in case they're new, we have to do that.
Yeah,
for
we
the
have to.
newbies.
And this is the mystical bowl of subjects
Yes, and we
that she
picked
has
from
just picked from. So what does it have for us today?
creepy antique stores.
Ooh.
Oh.
They are kind of creepy in general, aren't they? I mean, I like
Actually,
them.
Yes.
But there is a creepiness in general to antique stores.
Well, I think there's so much history behind the item that, it definitely carries like a vibe,
Yeah, there's definitely a vibe.
Yeah. I have a lot of houses that I clean that they're older women and they have very old items. And so to dust them, it's like dusting a piece of history.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool. 50s, 60s, 70s.
I think for me, like, I'll go into an antique store and if I see, like, an item of furniture or even an article of clothing, because sometimes they have old pieces of clothing, it's kind of like, who wore this? When did they wear it? And, what was it like then?
Back at that time,
Right.
sure, I get you.
Well,
Or whose home was this in,
Well, sometimes I do think, like, who owned this? And, like, what was the lifestyle of that person? Were they a nasty person?
Yeah, were they nice? Yeah.
Well,
Were they evil? I mean, you
the
never
item
really
has a
know.
vibe, though, so I think you'd know.
Yeah, I guess in
Yeah.
that way you kind
It
of
have
know.
a vibe. Like, you pick it up and it's like, wow, this is like...
And then I think there's just a general creepiness to stuff, like, because it's so old.
Yeah.
Oh, the dolls. Oh, my God. Those are, like, the worst.
Demon dolls.
Dolls. Yes.
The
and
faces
ones
are
that-
weird.
The ones that walk.
I think the creepiest dolls have, like, the big cheeks and the little eyes.
Oh,
and the
yeah.
little mouth,
Yeah,
like those
ugh.
are the creepy ones, and they have like one eye shut or no eye, and there's like one eye in there.
Yeah, but it's an antique, so it's worth millions.
Right, like
Well, some of them.
this
might
creepy possessed doll is worth $3,000 because it's from the 1920s.
Yeah, it's like, so that's why we want it, and we want to put it in our child's room, up on a shelf to
Scare the
terrify
kid after
them
death.
every night.
They
Right.
actually had dolls and toys from children that were, well, unfortunately killed in like the Holocaust.
Ooh.
And like one person, I mean, listen, I don't know what people believe out there, but it's okay. Like, I'm fine with whatever they believe or want to believe, but I think there's kind of something to having a personal item from somebody else, and there's, like what you were saying, like a vibe to it. There's something absorbed into it by that person, and it's a feeling you get.
You mean like Robert the doll?
Yeah.
Like, that's
yeah.
a creepy antique doll.
I mean, I don't know about the whole thing, like if that's true or not, but there's definitely a creepy vibe to it. There's a feeling around it, and like a possessive feeling. Like someone possessed this at one point.
Well,
Whether they still do or not is up for debate, I guess.
I think,
you know?
right, and I think that some people, they, there was a lot of love in the home, a lot of happiness, so the toy will be happy. Like,
right.
do you know what I'm
There'll
saying?
be a feeling.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
I suppose that's
And
true.
Yeah.
And it's the same, with houses and that kind of thing, but,
yeah.
the toy will be happy, but if there was a lot of, like, sadness and loss in the home or even abuse, it's like our
You
items
feel
pick
that,
up that.
Yeah.
It's like, the old saying, if walls could talk, right?
Right, what would they say?
You have.
I think that's it. If toys could talk, right? I mean, I know some of them do. Don't take me wrong, you know, Teddy Rumpskin, I think, was a big one. But, you know, just to
Rumpkin,
say, you know, if a stuffed animal could talk, what would they say? What did they see?
Right.
What comfort did they bring a child when there was a bad situation? It's sad
Yeah.
when I think of it, but it's interesting at the same time. There's no science here.
No.
We have no proof.
No.
This is just what we've
It's
experienced.
an experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I, like, as an example, like, this isn't, like, from an antique store, but I went to an antique, or not went to an antique store, but I went to a home that was very old. And actually, people in our community run a small,
In the village.
they make chocolates.
Oh.
And I go into that house, and I don't know if it's the sugar in the air or what, but I don't think so. Like, I just feel like there was a lot of love in that house, and I actually kind of wanted to live in it because of
Yeah,
that.
because of how
And it was
loved
extremely old.
Yes,
I mean, there's some old
yes.
houses where we live.
Oh, in New England? Oh my gosh,
yeah.
antique houses
So,
are crazy.
you know,
just
and I've been in other houses, older houses, and felt, this is creepy. There's something
Yeah.
wrong with this place, and now I'm not saying, like I said, I don't really have proof, and this is just a belief that I have, so no criticisms to somebody who might not believe that. But, yeah, I mean, I think there's a vibe, and I think Sarah mentioned that there was an antique store down the road from us when we were young. I don't know if you want to talk about that.
Yeah. My parents had gotten the idea that crock pots, or what is it?
I don't think
Pressure-
this was the
pressure
cooker
cookers
craze.
were a thing.
This
Maybe
was
it
in Mass. And then
No,
when
no.
we went to Maine, that's when the pressure cookers...
Yeah, that's
she
the one I was
she is
thinking
older
of.
than us,
Oh, I'm
and-
thinking of a different one that I'll
Okay,
mention it.
yeah.
She is older
Okay.
than us. She probably remembers better
Well,
than
the one
me,
I was
you know.
thinking
not
of,
that,
we
I mean-
came to Maine.
Mm.
It was just early on when we had moved here. My parents decided they love pressure cookers, and honestly, they kind of freaked me out
They were a little scary.
because
I
they're
like
very,
the new ones because they're more controlled.
They're very loud.
Yeah.
I don't
You
like
know,
it.
like,
It
yeah.
just freaks me out. But anyway, they were interested in buying some at this antique store, and I saw this Howdy Doody doll and different things like that, and I was like,
Yeah, the
"Ugh,
howdy doodies.
I don't like his face.
What
I
is
don't like
wrong
it.
with that? Ugh,
It's just creepy.
it's creepy.
But
How do
he
people
he
get
brought
into
comfort to kids, though.
Yeah.
Kids used to love
I guess
him back
some
in that
people
day.
liked it, but back when I was seeing it, it was like late 90s or late millennium. No.
Well, I also think,
Creepy.
Sarah, that we've had movies that kind of destroy the idea of a doll. Like, you have Chucky, you have...
Right, right.
All these other movies. What is that?
I think Howdy Doody's
What's
scarier
the-
than Chucky.
What's the name of that doll with all the scars? What's the name of that doll? They just made a movie about her.
Annabelle.
Annabelle, yeah.
Yeah.
That's another big one.
That
I
was a
think-
Raggedy Ann doll.
Yeah,
And of
like
course, for
Molly,
Hollywood, they
yeah.
made it
Also
look-
known as
Porcelain,
Raggedy
yeah.
Evil, right? By Johnny Bravo.
Yeah, a show we used to
Quote,
watch.
quote.
No, but I think that those movies and stuff could really destroy in some ways. Now, I'm not talking about like the vibe, but I'm just saying that it can destroy enjoying, you know, antique stores like that because you see it and it's like, oh, it's Annabelle, you know? Like,
Do you remember that antique store we went to when we went on vacation?
Sorry, I couldn't quite hear you.
I'm sorry about that.
Sarah's Siri is trying to answer our question.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Maybe she knows. Yeah.
Yes.
That kind of freaked me out at first.
We were all about to say, is it here?
Sarah's like, there's a creepy doll.
It's talking.
It sounds like Siri.
Oh, gosh.
Sorry about that.
Well, I remember in Massachusetts there was one, and it wasn't far down the road from us. It was an antique store, very old, and
I think I remember that place
and they
a little
had
bit.
several Howdy Doodies hanging
Ugh.
amongst the rafters, and I'm like, I had to get out of there. And I was like, we went home, and I was afraid they were gonna come get me. I'm not even joking. I was probably like 7 years old, and it was just, it had an impact. Not a good one either. But I
No.
do appreciate antiques and what their value is, and
absolutely.
I
Oh, gosh.
understand
Well,
that.
like antique jewelry and stuff's kind of cool.
Right.
I don't mind that so much, but
Mm.
some of those dolls, oh boy.
Yeah.
Well, I think
I don't know.
antiques are really cool, and for people who actually do like antique hunting and get into antiquing.
Right.
That's awesome. I have such an appreciation for history like that and being able to
But there's
hold it.
But there is
so
also
cool.
a creepy side to it.
Sure,
you know?
and I think
Yes,
everybody
there
probably
is.
feels that, even the
Definitely.
antique hunters, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's awesome.
Well, thank you guys for joining us today. Thank you for liking and subscribing. There's a bell icon below that you can get notified of future episodes on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Yep,
Okay,
yep.
I was getting there. And you can check out our Facebook page. There's a link below.
Yay.
So yay!
Thank you for watching.
Bye.
Bye.